annual ceremony, and we call it a service as well. We've always had wonderful classes of graduates, but this bunch is a little extra special bunch, and we have really appreciated them. I think you could tell from the ceremony this morning that that's the case. We have faculty, we have leaders here with us this morning, or this afternoon by now. We have our guest speaker who has joined us for lunch. Thank you so very much, and thank you for your wonderful message this morning, which is valuable for all of us, depending on regardless of our ages. We have the different offices, Office for Admission, Office for Student Affairs, and we have new faculty and old faculty meeting with us today. So thank you. As you know, on graduation day, our dean has multiple places to be. Dr. Cook, Dr. Colleen Cook, our dean, who has been here for 16 months. Yes, and has been tremendous. Is here to give welcome remarks because she will have to go off to other places as well. UF College of Medicine has always believed in the value of having diversity and inclusion, and we have been well supported. But Dr. Cook has taken it to a different level. She has included diversity, inclusion, and health equity in her strategic plan as one of her 7 pillars. And that is really putting value and not just talking about it. So thank you for your time. Thank you for elevating all that we do. And despite challenges, we're going to keep marching forward. So thank you.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're enjoying your lunch here, and thank you, Donna Parker, for the warm welcome. So it's my honor to welcome you to our class of 2022 Graduation Luncheon. It's wonderful to see all the families and loved ones here in the audience supporting our newest Gator MDs. I'd like to extend a special thank you to our commencement keynote speakers, Dr. Dolly Walt, thank you, and to the leaders of the National Medical Association and the Latino Medical Student Association, as well as the entire Office for Diversity and Health Equity. We'd also like to recognize the faculty, staff, and trainees who dedicate themselves to making UF College of Medicine an inclusive place to learn and to work. With that in mind, the DEI efforts represent one of the 7 pillars of our College of Medicine strategic plan, as Donna noted. We have several initiatives underway that are going to move us forward in a direction of our collective vision to create a community which promotes and celebrates workplace diversity and inclusion. To the class of 2022, I would like to extend my sincerest congratulations. The UF College of Medicine community applauds you for your many successes, and we look forward to what you're going to achieve in the future. So please enjoy your lunch, and I will hand the program back to Donna. So thank you.
Good luck on all the rest of your activities for today. So you can continue eating, and when the next speaker is ready, are you ready to come now, or you want to wait? We'll continue eating. We did this early so Dr. Cook could leave, and then we'll continue with the program.
The shoulders that came before you, and they were nice enough to reach back and do some things so that we could aspire, and I would encourage you to do the same thing, no matter where you are. And then my last piece is, don't forget MAPS and SNMA. Wherever you go, there should be a MAPS, there should be an SNMA chapter. And remember that, and look for an Office for Diversity and Health Equity, because I promise you, not only the support that you have here, you can get that support there, but you can also be that support for a medical student or an undergraduate student who's trying to come along. All right, I said I would be brief, and that's it. Thank you.
such a joy to be able to be before you this afternoon. Pay special recognition to graduates of the class of 2022. As the speakers have come before me and said, the Office of Diversity and Health Equity, we are glad to host this really momentous occasion with the graduates and their families and their friends here this afternoon. And if I may say, it is great to be in person once more and again after a long pause. And so to the graduating seniors, again, we congratulate you on your achievements. And thus far, we recognize the hard work that you have put in to make it this far. We really delight in watching you achieve this, and as Dr. Jacobs said, we have seen you some of you from the time that you're undergrads, certainly to those of you who interviewed, been with us, and now we have seen you through this succession to this point in time. And so this is an important milestone for the students. I would encourage you to wear it with pride. And just remember, with that title comes extreme responsibility. And so one of the things we have not done yet is we recognize that the students didn't make it here by themselves. And so we wanted to take this time, if the parents or guardians are with their graduates, certainly can we have the parents please rise so that we can acknowledge you. Yes, you didn't get here alone for the parents and siblings and the uncles and aunts and other family members that have supported you along the way. We acknowledge you as well. And so as I was asked to prepare remarks, didn't think I was necessarily going to be here because I've been traveling this past week, and I was out on the West Coast for one of our annual meetings that I belong to, the Society of Cardiovascular Anesthesiologists. And as I had time to prepare my remarks, and some of which I will read, and I may go off script for 1 sec or two, I had this opportunity to, at the end of the meeting, take a tram up a mountainside. I grew up in Florida. All I know is flatland. And so to go out west and to see mountains is just an incredible sight. And so I went up on an aerial tram, and I got to the top of the mountainside, and I just was able to look out. The sign said we were at 8,512 feet, and it was just gorgeous and beautiful. And I looked down, and I could see multiple paths that hikers take to ascend to the mountain top. And I could see ravines and obstacles that they would have to traverse in order to get to the mountain top. And so I bring this up because as I look out at each of the graduates today, I am just incredibly impressed with the road that each of you have taken to get to this point. And this is your mountain top moment. This is one of them, because as much as we want you to celebrate this achievement today, I had an opportunity kind of to turn around and look behind me, and I saw some other paths along the way, and they led to a different peak above the mountaintop platform that I was on. And so I say all of that to say, enjoy and celebrate this moment now. But there are some other peaks that we want you to continue to strive for and to continue to reach for. And I know some of you have probably had ropes that you had to climb to get to where you are. You went through COVID and learned Zoom. Some of you actually had to even be pulled up in order to get to where you are today. But set new goals for yourself. Set new platforms. And so I'll end with this. I'll leave you with these couple of pearls as you go forth. So we challenge you to continue to achieve both balance in your professional lives, but also your personal lives. Continue to be strong advocates for those who are underserved and push to continue to increase diversity and health equity in medicine and help to propel it to greater heights. And third, continue to practice what we've taught you here, which is practice patient-centered care. Okay, so again, we encourage you to keep dreaming. It is amazing to think about all that you've done. We're so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You have a special body of knowledge now. All right? Remember, you have a special body of knowledge. Use it to take care of your patients. Teach your patients. Teach the medical students. Remember to give back. Again, we celebrate your achievements today. Thank you.
Hello, it's really hard to follow that. But I can say I'm going to give you really brief. I'm obviously very happy to be here, very honored to be part of this family. This is a family of Gators in this office diversity that we've seen you along all the triumphs, and you should definitely be very proud, and your family should be very proud. Like many others have said before me, stay humble. Just because now you have the doctor behind your name doesn't make you better than anybody else. Learn from everybody. You'll learn from your attendings, from your fellow students, residents, from the lady at the front desk. You can learn from everybody. And I'm very proud to see you all here. I will end with a little quote that I like from Nika's cousin. He says, "Teachers are those who use themselves as bridges over which they invite their students to cross, then having facilitated them crossing, joyfully collapse, encouraging them to create their own." So, stay strong. Always remember what got you into medicine in the first place. You'll see lots of different things, but stay true to your heart and very proud. Congratulations.
Graduates, in a few moments, we're going to call you up one by one. We'll ask that you come up to the platform. And then Dr. Parker, Dr. Robinson, Dr. DeWards, and myself will shake your hands, give you this, and then you can return back to your seat. So we will start out with Tawana Charlton, MD. Tawana will be starting her residency in anesthesiology at Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. MD. Dominique will be starting her residency in pediatrics at the University of California, San Francisco. Tasneem Hussain, MD. Tasneem will be starting her residency in family medicine at the Florida State University Family Medicine Residency Program at Lee Health in Fort Myers, Florida. Henrietta Maku, MD, PhD. Henrietta will be starting her residency in pathology at Houston Methodist Hospital in Houston, Texas.
Next we have Dr. Silvio Martinez. Dr. Martinez is going to be doing family medicine at State Hospital in Fort Worth, Texas. Dr. Daniela Ramirez. Next, Dr. Nicholas Sarantos is going to do urology at this university in North Carolina.
in the box.
Surprise. Okay, and now we have Dr. Jorge Saldivar Diaz. He's going to be doing an emergency medicine. We would have kept him here in the yard, but he's doing the
What's it called?
Hello. I will present the Ann L. Copeland Award. Miss Ann L. Copeland is a former employee at the University of Florida College of Medicine. After giving 34 years of faithful and dedicated service, she retired in 2004 as an office manager in the Office of Minority Affairs. And this award is given in her honor to a student who has displayed outstanding community service and mentorship of peers. And let me share this quote with you, and it is in your program, that everybody can be great, because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics and physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. And that is a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King. And so we are pleased to name Dr. Henrietta McCoo as this year's recipient of the Award. Congratulations, Dr. McCoo.
So for those of you that didn't get the reference, Henrietta and myself are both proud alumni of the Florida A&M University in Tallahassee, Florida. asking what is in the box. So what is in the box is this clock with her name and then the 2 utensils to go along with it. So that's what each graduate is receiving.
Yes, you know, of course, all people, but as physicians, we're always so acutely aware of time. There are times when a patient may need the 20 minutes that was allotted, sometimes they need an hour, sometimes they may need 10. And we always have places to go, so time is really relevant in everyone's life, but especially when you're working with your patients. And we can't just stick to what is said on the schedule. Sometimes we have to do what the patient needs. So just remember that as well. It is my pleasure to give this next award, the Willard and Violet Marcus Memorial Award. Those are the names of my parents, Willard and Violet Marcus, and they had 12 children. The first one died at 3 months of age. That was before penicillin was discovered. I'm the last of the lot, and except for that one who died at 3 months of age, my parents were able to bring us all to adulthood successfully, despite not having running water nor electricity, but we were always well cared for and well protected. And they were not pediatricians, but this award goes to someone who was committed to taking care of children, like my parents did, and also took care of other people's children. This is a way for me to honor them. I don't think I go a day without saying a quote from my mom. Carolyn Joyce laughs at me every day. My dad died when I was 11, but it's amazing how much I learned from him just in those 11 years, and I can quote him as well. So today, Dr. Forestier. We've had an amazing relationship over this past 4 years, and as you see, she's recognized by the entire college for her commitment and dedication and fierce courage in caring for children. Congratulations. Thank you. So now this is the fun part. That part was fun. So we ask our graduates, and not all our graduates could be here today. If you look at the back of the program, there are the names of others for other reasons who could not be celebrating here with us. But I really treasure all of you who are here. And now graduates will have an opportunity in whatever order you so desire to come up and make some comments if you so choose. So the microphone is yours. Don't all go at the same time. Come on.
The driving light is green. We should look back.
I was also going to say to you, if you are a little shy, in the past, some of them have come up together to give each other moral support. So don't feel like you have to come totally by yourself, but we would like to hear you and your thoughts on this day. Thank you.
There are tissues. This gets to be the emotional part.
Hey guys, I was pressured to come up here. I just want to say thank you to my family that's here. I see all the cameras there. I love you guys. I really wouldn't be in this position without you. You know, I grew up not having any physicians in my family, not really knowing any physician. And I was looking on the TV, I saw, you know, something that was incredible, the field of medicine. I wanted to pursue it ever since then. Had no idea how this journey would look. I didn't ever really see this other side, and I had no idea that this is what it would look like. So I'm incredibly grateful for my village and all of my support, because I really wouldn't be here without them. So thank you, everyone. I love you guys. Everyone in this room that supported me from day one of medical school, before coming to medical school. I really wouldn't be here without you guys. All of my mentors, everyone who guided me, supported me, showed me love. Tasmin, my study partner. We could not have gotten through medical school without each other, because it's tough, it's rough, it's challenging, but with each other, I think that made the journey enjoyable, and I think that's why we're here today. So thank you, everyone.
It's going to be hard to follow that up. But again, like Tawana said, I would not be here without the tremendous support of my family. I have a huge family. I have 8 siblings, and I came from Somalia. So to think of the fact that I came from tiny little area in Somalia, traveled so far, and to be here today, this is like my wildest dreams and my family's wildest dreams. So again, thank you to my wonderful family. They mean everything to me. Thank you especially to my parents, who surrounded me with words of encouragement and love and support. This is for them too. And then of course, Dr. Parker, the Office of Diversity and the Dean's Office. I met Dr. Parker before I even started medical school. I met her while I was studying pediatrics. And she said earlier about timeliness and spending time with patients. And from when I met her, she took an hour with her patients. When I was with her, I knew about their hobbies, what they did for fun, everything. I got to really know them, and she was such an inspiring role model. So thank you to her. I would not be here without you, Dr. Parker. And then of course, all my friends and classmates. We did this together, so I'm proud of you. Thank you, guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Hopefully you don't hear my voice wavering through my nervousness. I wasn't trying to, say anything here, but I felt called to, and I felt like I just wanted to share a few of my thoughts throughout this journey. First and foremost, I want to thank my family. My parents are my biggest role models and my heroes. They brought me and my family. I'm the guinea pig of the family, firstborn child. Came from to Florida from the United States. I really am not good at public speaking. Came from Venezuela when I was 2 years old, and my family just has been, my greatest role models throughout this entire journey. My brother Benjamin, my sister, who had a delayed flight, so couldn't be here on the way from Venezuela. As well as my grandma. And everybody, my extended family who's kind of supported me from day one, as well as my cousin who was able to make it, and I'm very, very glad that he's here, as well as my best friends. And last but not least, my fiance Wen came with her family, and I'm so thankful for her support. I've been dating Wen since first year of medical school, and we got engaged a few months ago. I'm very happy to be sharing this journey with her. This degree is not possible without the influence of all my friends and family, and from God, first and foremost. My faith is what brought me to the journey of medicine. If you all have read my little blurb there, I was in engineering before, and I was in biomedical engineering. And I switched out of the field because I just felt called to kind of serve the community in a different way, and in a way that, as Dr. Robinson touched on his speech, in a way that's very unique and very much a privilege. So I'm very grateful to be having this opportunity to get this degree, and I'm so thankful for all the faculty, Dr. Collins, Dr. Lynch, Danielle, Juliet Hill, like so many people that have supported me here on my journey from when I first applied to the Medical Honors Program, and I'm just so thankful that I'm here today. I also, kind of the reason I'm up here, wanted to share a few words about Curtis Crowther. I was in the Medical Honors Program with him, and I went to his funeral, and Curtis was one of my good friends that I had. He was like kind of backtracking. My interview day, I shared with him, and I always knew, like, when I first saw him, like, he was just a superstar. Like, he just shined through the room, and he was just a light in front of everybody. And he was just a light in my life. I knew that he would get into the UF College of Medicine, no doubt, and that he would make a great impact. Through my first year of medical honors, I got to know Curtis a little more, found out he shared my Christian faith, and we got to do a lot of Bible studies together. And I remember one time Dr. Lynch found us in the lobby of the Harrell Medical Education Building, and we were just doing some study on the Bible and just talking. And then Dr. Lynch kind of joined us for a few minutes, and we had a good discussion. I'll never forget little moments like that. And Curtis just was an incredible person, and he had such a great impact on me. And the reason I want to bring him up is because he has kind of motivated me to, kind of every day think about like life and death, and just like thinking about making the most of every moment. And in my future career as a physician, and for you all the graduates who are graduating, those of you who knew Curtis or even did not know him, I hope that you always like treasure his memory. If you hadn't met him personally, just take my word for it. Like Curtis, there is no way that anybody can kind of compare to the person he was. But I hope that one day I can walk in his footsteps and kind of live on his dream of being a physician that he had only just started. And I saw his passion shining through class every day, like asking questions, answering all these questions. He was like the nerd of our MHP class, but we all like loved him, and he was just a wonderful human being. And it was just so sad for me for him to be taken away from me and from his family and from everybody here. And today, when we had the recognition with Dr. Sayeski giving his family the gifts, I was just overcome by emotion and just remembering his memory. We went straight into the song, does anybody know the name of the song? It was basically the song I was talking about, like making the most of like today, and that the time goes by very quickly, and where has the time gone, I guess? Where has the time gone? And I think about that, and I think about my future career, and I'm just committing to this day to really make Curtis's memory live on in my heart. I hope that it will live on in your hearts. And I'm sorry. I'm just very grateful, and I know that he's here with us, and he's listening right now, and I hope that I can make Curtis proud one day. And just one little last comment. He would always volunteer every Wednesday to go on campus, and he had this sign, pray, yeah, so would you like to pray, or like a sign like, pray with me, or something. And he brought all these undergrads to kind of start praying with him in the middle of campus, like in huge crowds. And I just thought that was a very special vocation that he had, like, integrating his faith so seamlessly with his career in medicine. And he's just such a brave soul, and just he's not afraid to kind of like go beyond like what people expect of us, in society, and kind of break the norms. And I hope that one day I can make Curtis proud and make his family proud. I felt like I really wanted to share these words because at his funeral I wanted to say something, and I just there were so many people sharing things that I was not able to. But yes, so that's all I have to say, and thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to come up and just to thank my family, specifically my mom. She has been my greatest inspiration of wanting to pursue medicine and science, and I just know I would not be here without her. So thank you to my family. Thank you for your support and your care over me. It's been a long, long journey. I don't really know many members of this class because I started med school in 2013. My uncle was just reminding me of the summer that I first came down, and I was here for like a week, and I was like, Mom, I'm scared, I want to go home. But she continued to encourage me, and I really just am so blessed to be here. Coming to Gainesville, I think, obviously we have the honor of becoming doctors, but for me, like Silvio mentioned, like my faith has just grown so much in this time here, and I feel like I've really been able to experience God in a mighty way, so I'm really, really grateful for that as well. I'm grateful for just the character that He's built over these last few years. This definitely hasn't been easy, but man, He's really shown that He will walk with you. So I want us to all stay encouraged. I know residency may seem like it's going to be scary, and I'm sure there are definitely going to be some challenging times, but if we made it this far, we're definitely going to get even further and do even greater things than we've done these last 4 years, or 9 years for some of us. So thank you to our administration. Thank you so much, Dr. Lynch, for taking a chance and letting us in. We're so grateful that you have given us this opportunity. At my time, it was Layla, but thank you so much, Juliet, for just all the work you've done with admissions. Thank you to Dr. Collins for all the help that you've given us through preparing us for residency and just standing by us and encouraging us. Thank you, Dr. Harrell. We definitely appreciate your wisdom and the way in which you teach us to care for our patients and to really know them. That's such a powerful gift, and I don't think all medical students get that. So thank you for helping us to have that heart to love our patients and to care for them and to truly want them to be healed. That is definitely a gift for us. And thank you so much for the Office of Diversity and Health Equity. Thank you, Dr. Parker, Dr. Jacobs, Dr. Robinson, Dr. DePorto, we so appreciate you. We so appreciate your support over us and just the way in which you've been able to nurture us. Being a minority in medicine definitely comes with its own challenges, but you are such perfect examples of what success looks like in this field. So thank you so much for that as well. So that's it. Thank you.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nick Sarantos. I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you so much to everyone. To my family, near and far. There are a lot of crazy Jamaicans who are here today that could not all be in this room, which is a good thing because it would be a madhouse if there were all 19 of them came through. But to my parents, who have shown me every single day what it is to be amazing physicians and what it is to just love your patients and just really just love what you do and love your job. And it's been such an inspiration to me, and I don't know if I would be here. I would not be here without the love that you guys have poured into your patients and brought home with you. To my sisters, who are my rocks, always, you guys have just always put me in such a good mood. It's such a privilege for you guys to be here with me. I love you both so much. To my girlfriend, Patricia, who was such a bright spot on all the darkest days. Times get tough, and you're always such a rock for me through them as well. And then also just to the countless people, the mentors, the friends, my fellow classmates who are here at U of Com. Specifically at the Office of Diversity and Health Equity, we could not do this without you. You are all such lovely people, and it's been such a pleasure being here with you, and the Office of Admissions as well. I guess I'll say one of my number one takeaways from the last 4 years has just been the power of just collective wisdom and mentorship in crowds like this and in places like this. There's so much just knowledge and experience, and to really have been a student here, it's been such a privilege to be able to partake in that and to have received it. And I hope that one day I can be only a fraction of good of a mentor, as so many here have been to me. It's truly been a privilege and an honor. So I also just wish to say thanks to all the spectacular individuals who are graduating today. You guys are going to go so far. Cannot wait to see how high you fly. I love everyone in this room. Thank you so much.
My name is Daniela. I wanted to bring Nas here. It felt fitting for me because he's been my rock during these past 4 years. He's seen me cry so many times. Yeah, he does. But I wanted to share such a happy day with him because I think he's really deserves a lot of recognition. And kind of on that end, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for everyone that's been by my side and supported me and believed in me. And, I'm starting to get I remember when I was applying to med school, I sat on my bed and I cried and I asked God, if you think this is for me, just give me the interview, and if not, I know this is not my path. And he gave it to me, and I just kind of like held on to that, and I took that, and I tried to make him really proud. And I'm just so thankful that I'm here right now, because I just feel like he's giving me an opportunity to shine his light through me to other people. And I think that for a long time I didn't really know what my calling was, and I realized, I dealt with a lot of anxiety throughout my life, and I didn't really know what it was. And it really affected me in a lot of ways since I was a child. And if I can just tell a little girl or a little boy, you're okay. Like, we're gonna work through this. You are gonna have a happy life and you're gonna have a full life. That's the least that I can do. And I wanna tell everyone, like, if you ever feel like you wanna talk to someone about what you're going through, you're not alone. You're a strong person and you deserve to live a strong, happy, full life. And I feel like I'm finally there, and I'm so grateful for my mom and dad. I love you. And for my family that flew out from, well, they were in Colombia, now they're here, and some of my family actually did fly out from Colombia. And I want to thank Sebastian and his family that's here with me right now. I love them so much, and I'm so happy that you're a part of my family now too. And I want to thank the ODHE family as well. You guys have made me feel welcome since day one. And I really do feel like a part of your family. Thank you so much for believing in me and letting me be here. And I'm just really grateful. And I hope to do special things for special people out there. So, thank you guys so much.
that all of you are here today. It's been a very long journey, 30 years, and I'm really grateful for all the work my mom's done to support my mom and my sister and I through our education, moving across the country, living thousands of miles apart, but always being ready for the distance. So thank you, Mom, for supporting us from afar. I thank my dad for giving me this activist spirit. Those of you who know me know that I don't stand for injustice for a second. And I have my dad to thank for that. I invited my friend Pablo, who is someone I've known for 12 years now. We lived together in college in a dorm, and I don't think I really understood what it meant to show people that you love, to show kindness, to be caring. And thank you for teaching me that, and I really needed to learn it. And then my sister, who is my everything. For those of you graduating today, you know how hard it is to be a minority in medicine. And it is not easy to face what we face every day. And I don't think I knew how to support my sister when she was going through it. It's challenging, it's difficult, and there was no one there before her to support her. And now that I've had this experience and I know it and I understand it, I cannot say thank you enough for all you've done for me and supporting me my entire life, but particularly these last 4 years. To my classmates and my friends, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's something about, I'm gonna bring up 2 people here, Dr. Parker and Azari. You all have taught me what it means. I think we all come to medicine because we care about people. And part of this role of being a physician is to help heal, to listen, to show your heart. And Dr. Parker and Azari, you are 2 people who have shown up in ways I have never imagined possible. You lead with who you are. It's not just about supporting people, but by showing up and telling us your story, telling us what you're going through, telling us the trials you've been through, the joyous moments you've welcomed us into your life. And I am so grateful for the way the 2 of you walk through the world. Thank you so much. To the Office of Diversity, entire faculty and staff, you are our rock. You have built a home for us at the University of Florida. There are so many days that I just walk into that lounge and walk into that office and I can take a deep breath and feel safe and feel at home and know that I'm supported by a community of people who are committed to the same values and ideals that I am. So thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for the resources. Thank you so much for the time. Thank you for the food. Thank you for everything. And to everyone here today, you all have accomplished a lot. I think these 4 years have, I don't know if they've gone by quickly, but we've made it to the end. And I don't think I've taken the time to really reflect on what that means, but I hope that you all get to do that this weekend, spend some time with your family, let them remind you, not just of who you are and where you come from, but how much you've done. We've come really far. So congratulations to you all.
illuminating things to say. So I'm probably going to read from the program, so I hope you haven't read it yet. Then I'll add whatever comes to mind. Yeah, I came up with this idea just now. Testing to the fact that I'm going to be in an emergency position and I'm going to have to make game time decisions. Breaking out of the Alright, so on November 12th, that's my birthday. I was born in Havana, and then I lived there for like 10 years. Then we made the choice of immigration to Spain specifically. That was definitely difficult, leaving my family in Cuba and having to assimilate to a whole new country. Thankfully, we shared the same language, but you know, the economic crisis of 2008 kind of forced us to come to America. We were privileged enough that Cubans had protected status, so we applied for political asylum and we were taken in as refugees. And I just started school, started learning English by watching Disney Channel and cutting the closed captioned option so that I could associate the sounds with how words were written, learning new idioms and stuff. So let's see what else. So yeah, my parents are pretty much everything. They worked so freaking hard to make sure that all I had to worry about was work hard and study and do my best. At first I thought I wanted to study finance. Then I realized that was a horrible idea. I just couldn't work 9 to 5 in a bank, working with Excel and like sending emails. And so I didn't think I was going to get into medical school because it was like basically a thought like this one. It was like, okay, I think I'm going to like that. I actually had grandparents who were physicians in my family, and I had always considered it, but I was never mature to make the decision of studying medicine. So since I didn't know what to do with my life, I decided to study medicine, and I only applied to 3 schools because, again, I didn't think I was going to get in, and the best of which was UF. Since interview day and the presentations by Dr. Lynch, by Dr. Parker, I knew I wanted to come here. They taught me about the importance of compassion, of really being an advocate for your patients and caring about health disparities and fighting injustice whenever you can. And so, where do I go from here? Okay. And so I decided to do emergency medicine because there I will see everyone and everything, and I'll have the chance of seeing people when they're at their worst and using that compassion and those values inculcated in me by UFCOM, and just treating them as well as I can with a very special body of knowledge that I've been educated with. And so I'm just grateful to everyone here, and especially to my family and my friends and the Office of Diversity and Health Equity and the Office of Admissions for giving me the chance of being part of such a special career. And I'm very privileged to be able to take care of patients for the rest of my life, and yeah, I'm just grateful like everyone said. Thank you.
This truly is about learning from each other, learning about each other, and just reinstituting that humanity right where it belongs, in our souls. As you know, as all the graduates know, all the deans in the Office for Diversity and Health Equity are all clinicians, so we're all there part-time. And so there are 2 full-time staff members, Carol and Joyce. Who are always there for the students. They go in, they lunch with Carol and Joyce, they talk. If they really need one of us, they know where to find us. They have our cell phone numbers, or they can call our clinics, or if they need to find Dr. Collins, they'll send them to Dr. Collins. I mean, it really truly is a family. And they're, along with other staff members, we have other staff members here too, are just the greatest resources. And so often we don't think about our staff or thank them enough. But without our staff, we couldn't have the institution and the success that we do have. And so we value you, we love you. And so we'd like to say thank you.
Dr. Robinson had to leave his daughters on programs. He had to go live here and go to support them.
Thank you. For the other staff members we have here with us today.
So here's the running joke. Dr. Parker loves to give flowers, and I have not been able to keep one alive.
But you enjoy it.
Oh, I enjoy it in the moment, I'm just saying, so.
Enjoy it in the moment. You know, can't name everyone here today, but I really want to give special thanks to the 2 people here. Dr. Didi, thank you for working with all our students in their most vulnerable times. Thank you, and thank you for always being here. Dr. Eloise Harmon, who interviewed me when I applied to medical school here. So I did graduate from here as well. And I remember you asking me, if you love children so much, is it going to be difficult to see them hurt? And I'm not sure what my answer was, but I guess it was really long because I got into med school. But Dr. Harmon, for those of you who don't know, has been a pulmonologist and had leadership roles within the College of Medicine at the VA, and just a tremendous human being, and has been a founding faculty member with one of our service learning mission trips to Haiti, Project Haiti, which is the first of its kind, first trip that we developed here at UF. And she has gone to Haiti every single year that we've had a trip. But beyond just giving her time, when the students need to purchase extra medications to take to Haiti, she also contributes financially and is just a wholesome person to always be. So thank you, Dr. Didi, for allowing Dr. Harmon to be here today. Thank you, Dr. Harmon. And you know, we have our loves here, Dr. Collins, Dr. Lynch. We truly are a family. So graduates, wherever you go, create families. because it really is about just hearing each other and loving each other and not judging each other. Or even when you judge, you have that conversation with yourself that said that's not the right thing to do, because I do that sometimes too. And because we are human and we do err. But please, in this world of hate, I know James mentioned it this morning, the shooting in Buffalo last week, that people were killed just because they were black. And then the following day in a church, some Taiwanese people were attacked because they were Taiwanese while they were in a church worshiping. So this senseless loss of lives, because human beings can't see the value in each other. So let's just be examples wherever we go, even when you get stressed, because you will get stressed. In internship, you're probably going to question why you became a doctor. If any other time, that is when you will. But it's about taking care of people, especially when they're the most vulnerable. But be an example of love, so others around you can actually see that. Because right now, the world needs a lot of love. So thank you.
At your tables are some beautiful centerpieces, and please feel free to take it with you when you leave. We will ask Dr. Martinez to come up and give us our closing. Thank you. Seniors, before you leave, Sam needs to get some group pictures of you. So as soon as Dr. Martinez is done, if you can come up front so he can take pictures. Thank you.
Where did you say that?
If I forget to announce the video afterwards, someone please remind me. Whenever you all are ready, we can get started with the final prayer. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Come, Holy Spirit. God, we thank you for our lives, each and every one of us. We thank you for this day. We thank you for this beautiful opportunity to pursue each one of us this career of medicine and everyone who has walked this path with us. This degree is not our own, and it comes from you and it comes from everybody who has loved us from day one. We thank you for our faculty as well, the people that have made this degree possible, and the College of Medicine as a whole. Thank you for our loved ones, our partners, our husbands and wives, our fiancés, our parents and siblings and distant family, those who couldn't make it. And we just thank you for just giving us another day of life. We also thank you for the life of Curtis Crowther. We pray for his soul and for his family. We pray that his memory may live on in our careers, and that we may serve others in honor of everyone who was a patient like him, anyone who could benefit from our knowledge and our passion. We pray that you equip us to be able to make the most of every single moment, and that you may guide us in the treatment and care of our patients, that we may be the best physicians possible and the best version of ourselves. We just pray that your blessings be upon us and our families, that you may shower us with your blessings, and that those who don't know you yet may come to know you, and that those who already know you may grow in love of you. We pray just for the gift of humility, as many have said in their speeches today. Humility is what helps us to appreciate and know life to its fullest. And so we pray for that gift. And I want to close with a prayer from my patron saint, St. Francis. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. And it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Amen. So that's why I get carried away. So we're going to play a video now to conclude this session. And so whenever ready, you can shut down the lights and play the video.